Please welcome Karuna Ahuja with us today on MYB channel. And we're going to listen from her about herself and her career path and what she has done and what she is intent to do further. So, Karuna, please tell us about yourself.
Sure. So my name is Karuna Ahuja. I am a global HR leader turned entrepreneur and also a mindfulness expert. I have a LinkedIn live channel called as Conversations with Karuna that I drive, where I invite successful people and they come in to share about their wisdom of life and how they built their careers. And it helps people to build a life and career that they love. So apart from that, my company's name is Chrome Consulting, and we are an HR advisory firm based out of Delhi. It's been more than 2 years that I've been doing HR consulting, and overall, I have around 18 years of experience in the HR space. So I worked for various multinationals at senior level position, and my last role, I was a senior director HR with a German firm. So after that, in 2018 is when I decided to start my own consulting firm. And there are several things I've been doing since then.
So, what is the motivation behind starting own, enterprise?
I think at a certain point, Rajesh, we reach a space where we feel that, we've been specializing in a certain area and we were doing well for ourselves. And earlier on in my career, I started reporting into CEOs and business leaders at global level. I learned a lot from them, specifically on the business side of things, even though I was an HR person. So it, got me to think of, there was a spark that I wanted to do something of my own, create something beautiful which could have an impact in various people's in lives. So from there is where my journey of thinking of what do I want to do beyond my job is what started. And I was exposed to mindfulness in the year 2013, even though before that I was very curious, but I got introduced to healing and mindfulness then. And since then, it's been a roller coaster in terms of building myself up in the coaching space and also learning to look at life very differently and with an open mind. So that's when that interest of creating something of my own came in. And because I'm an HR person, I felt the best way I could give was to contribute my time and my skills back to people who would love to create a career that they love.
Great. So, what is your firm's unique special points so that people contact you and get the work done from you or give you contracts to do hiring for them?
Okay. I think a couple of them. One of them is, of course, I do believe I'm pretty resourceful. So if someone gives me something to do, I do make sure that I'm able to complete it with all the passion. One of the times, one of my bosses, when I was asking him about the feedback about my work and performance, he said, "You're someone whom, if I put in the sea, if you don't know how to swim, you'll find a way to swim and come to the shore." So I take that as a compliment, and I always remind myself one of these qualities that I have is that if I don't know something, I will find a way to be able to learn that and do what is required in that process. So that's my unique passion for and the love for what I do. That brings me to excel in that space and be resourceful in that space. And that all comes from within. Being resourceful is all coming from within. The second thing that I think I'm strong on is my interpersonal skills. And I use my mindfulness practices to keep me in a balanced space, keep me in a space where I can come up with new ideas and innovate as well. So those are some things that help me come out uniquely as compared to if I have to compare myself.
Great. And see, this is a really challenging situation. A lot of negativity is there. Business are not doing well. in such tough condition, what are the challenges in front of you, and how you manage them, or how to overcome them and grow your business?
Sure. So I think one thing unique um, has been for me is that I started in the end of 2018, early 2019, and I did pretty well in my first year of business. While I was expecting my child in January 2020. So when my child came in, and also there was pandemic that hit in March 2020, I knew that HR consulting business is going to be hit. And of course, I had motherhood also coming up. So even though that's a beautiful experience, I had a lot of women by that time in 2019 that I had coached to support those who wanted to be freelancers and could help me drive my business. So they supported me while I was on my break for maternity and helped me to run my business even though I personally was not available. Secondly, when pandemic hit, again, the business was low. There were challenges because the business that still needs to be done, but there is a lot of benefit that we have already leveraged because we became digital. We started offering a lot of digital solutions to our clients at a very, very early stage. So those were some solutions that we came up with. Yes, this is continuing to be challenging times. For me personally, it became that I had to juggle between maternity as well as also looking at new things in the business. But I think the uniqueness of the situation made me think very innovatively. All of us were pushed to be innovative. That got us, into a good space. Secondly, I think for people where it is being difficult for them as well, trust me, opportunities will be there. It is just that sometimes we need to reskill ourselves to pick up the new opportunities that we see in front of us and move ahead with it. So opportunities will never go anywhere. Human beings will continue to do business. People will continue to be in jobs. Businesses will continue to exist. Economic development will continue to happen, but in a different way. So we need to look at what are those trends in which we can move ahead with,